Hello again, and welcome to Adventuring with Ark. It's episode 10, I think, if you count the multiplayer episode I did last week, which I think we should. I will be returning to that multiplayer world fairly soon, just because I'm particularly proud of my skull-shaped castle that I'm working on there. But for today, my plans are to climb to the top of Hawk Mountain, because it's something I've been meaning to do since I started this world, really, but I've never quite gotten around to it. Just need to do a little bit of preparation first, and what I want to do is make some half slabs like these ones here, which just require a row of stone along the bottom, and then I want a whole stack of these. I find them useful for making spiral staircases. You can also use the regular stairs as well, but I'm going to use these today. And off we go. There's a cow up there on the cliff. I don't know how he's getting down. Though it's not quite as bad as the one that was stuck on top of that tower a couple of weeks back. I haven't touched the... I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've been here. In case you're wondering, I don't really touch this world when I'm not recording. So you haven't really missed too much. And I want to get to the top of there. And I think the best way to do this is with a granite elevator. Well, I call them granite elevators. Because granite's a handy substance because it falls down when gravity affects it. So if you take the bottom one out, they all come down. So if I just keep jumping, you can do this with any substance, of course, making a tower. Right, where are we? Oh, still a long way to go. Oh, getting a bit giddy. That's quite a view. Don't look down. Oh, I have to look down. Right, and that, I suppose, is... I'm a bit lost, actually. Is that... Hawk Mountain doesn't look very hawky from up here. Right, now if I hold down Shift, I can sneak, which means I can't fall off, so it means I can do crazy things like this. Because I would just be plummeting to my death otherwise, so I must not let go of the Shift button at this point. Because that would be a rather ignominious end. And yeah, I don't want to make. I know most of my ends are ignominious, but God, I hope that's how you pronounce that. Oh, there we are. I'm at the top of Hawk Mountain. What I want to do from here, I've never really looked behind here too much either. Let's have a little look. Oh right, be gone. Oh, so much to explore. Right, okay. Let's him out of the way. So what I figured, I don't see how any of this looks like a hawk from down there. Let's go back over to the edge and see if I can figure this out. Where is the hawk of Hawk Mountain? Yeah, that doesn't look anything like a hawk. Oh, see that little pile of cows suddenly spawned. Well, I feel quite cheated. I may have to model that into something a bit more hawk-like. Nevertheless, I'm here, and what I'm going to do is dig downwards until I get it back down to the bottom. It's going to take a certain amount of oh, I didn't want to do that, but that's okay. That's okay. Don't panic. Other thing I want to talk about today is the Halloween expansion. I had been planning that every sort of week there'd be, because there used to be an update every week with new things, but that doesn't seem to be happening anymore. Instead, there's going to be a large update on October the 31st. And it does look like quite an update. So I'm going to go over a few of the bits and bobs that are planned to be in that. You still don't look like a hawk, especially with my staircase there. Right, let's get started on. Yes, let's. So, because I like making spiral staircases, I do this all the time in multiplayer as well. So I just go around like I went a bit far. Let's go around like this. Around the central pillar. I've done a rotten job of that. Let's try that again. It's so much easier when I'm not talking. But that wouldn't be much of a recording otherwise, would it? Although people do seem to watch Minecraft recordings that don't have an idiot like me talking all over them. So what do I know? There we go, I'm in my rhythm now. There's one thing that's going to be in the Halloween edition is more monsters, which I'm very excited about, because I am rather more of an adventurer than I am a builder. I know I do some building. That's mostly just so to make the most of things. It's a bit dull for you to just see me wandering around whacking monsters, and I'd like there to be more adversity. I know some people just want it to be a building game, but I do like you know, things to be trying to kill me. I'm just like that. I like things to be made difficult for me. It's probably a major character flaw. I am rather good at making life difficult for myself. There we are. So I don't like it so difficult that I'm not going to carry torches on me. That would be a little too much. Speaking of torches, one of the other changes that's going to be coming in is that torches will no longer be permanent. They will go out after a certain amount of time. And of course, because monsters spawn in the darkness, that's going to make returning to dungeons or caves that you've already been to a whole lot more dangerous. There's going to be a new item called lanterns that you'll be able to make that are permanent. But they're probably going to require steel or something pesky like that. I've messed that up as well. Here we are. That's what I didn't do. Yes, too much talking about lanterns and not enough looking at what I'm doing. There we go. Because it's not helpful if while you're digging down you're removing the floor of the staircase above you. Oh, right, yes. So that remains to be seen, how that's going to work. But another aspect of it is that the deeper you go... Hello, that looks rather dark. What's going on there? Oh, nothing. I'm just jumping at shadows. Apparently, the deeper you get, the less effective your light is going to be. So it all sounds quite splendid from my point of view, which is it being a horrible, horrible world you have to survive in. I do love the survival aspect of it. You might be surprised to see that, considering how much time I spend getting killed by zombies. I don't actually die quite so much in my regular game. Because I tend to pay a little bit more attention as to what I'm doing. I know that's a bit of an excuse, but it is actually true. Anyway, now I need to I've actually completely lost track as well as which way is the direction I want to be going, other than down, obviously. I was rather expecting to have encountered something by now. Oh, right, so let's use our hearthstones that we've made umpteen of. So yeah, I'll just... oh yes, that's the other thing I need to do. So it just makes it a lot easier to just run up these quickly without all the jumping. Once I've scooped out a little bit of ceiling. It's a very fine line between scooping out too much and not enough. Oh, fishing! That's the other thing that's going to be in. Nobody knows how that's going to work either. But still, it's quite exciting. I mean, the ability to make a fishing rod was added in a recent update a few weeks back, but it's a useless item at the moment. You can't really catch anything. Another rather neat addition that's going to be coming in is a sort of parallel dimension sort of affair. It reminds me a bit of warp space in Star Trek. I think the idea is that you're going to sort of be able to travel or step sideways to this alternate universe that is basically parallel to this one, and then if you take like, I don't know, if you walk 10 steps in one direction, when you come back to this world again, you'll have moved 100 or 1,000 steps. So it's going to be a sort of way of getting around much faster, which is particularly useful for multiplayer worlds, where obviously you want people to have a decent bit of space between each other. So I'm thinking you can probably set up signposts in the Hell universe, sort of to say, you know, step back out here to get to Arcanor's Skull Mountain or whatever. Let's what am I doing? There we are. Oh, there's He-Man down there, and a creeper. I've still got my He-Man zombie mod running. Oh, right. Oh my giddy aunt. It's I'm almost out of time already. Is there anything else I need to talk about? Think. Oh yes, biomes, and new sound effects, and all sorts of wonderful things. On the whole, I mean, I can't wait till October the 31st. I think it's going to be brilliant. It also claims that it's going to be fixing all the fixing a lot of bugs. So, as I said, it's a shame. It's a shame that basically all the interest in Minecraft has sort of rocketed in the last couple of weeks, just as all the updates have dried up. So it's not ideal from that point of view. But on the other hand, October the 31st is going to be a major moment for us, and I can't wait, to be honest, to be able to do my Halloween episode. I think that's going to be a lot of fun, as I wander around not knowing what on earth has happened, and maybe you'll come along with me. Maybe you will. I hope so. I guess I'd better leave it there, because I really do think I'm hitting the time limit any moment now. I'm sorry I haven't actually done terribly much of Grave Import, but we had a little chat, and I'm going to have a lot more free time in a week moving forwards, so I'll be able to do these a bit more often and hopefully make a bit more progress. Planning on maybe doing some for some other games as well, because now I've got the taste for it. It's all quite fun. Anyway, I'd better go, and take care, my friends, and see you soon.